like, where did you go?
So you opened
so
your
if
legs,
you're-
right?
What?
You opened your legs, so it's action reaction, right? You made a choice. Stick up with that choice. It's action reaction, like consequences. And I also think if a man doesn't acknowledge the child, he shouldn't be paying child support. And I think a lot of women also get pregnant in hopes of getting money out of a man as a scheme as well. And I think that should be consideration.
I don't think that's a
as well.
lot of women.
Oh, girl, it is. No, it
I mean,
is.
so do you think there are men out there? There's literally an entire legal and court system that will force and compel men to pay child support
We do not
that
have that.
they don't want to.
In the Netherlands, you
And
do
it's
not
really
have that.
If men were just
expensive, too.
willing to pay child support for unwanted children, they would. But there's an enforcement arm of the government
We do not
that
have that.
forces men. It's actually, we've totally done away with debtors' prisons. So we deemed it like unethical, essentially, to send people to prison for financial debts, except when it comes to unpaid child support. As a man, you can go to prison for that.
In the Netherlands, you do not have
not
that.
like
If
that.
you are
Well,
pregnant
we're in
as
the
a
United
woman
States, so.
and you just say, I do not acknowledge this man as a father, you will not sign him on the birth certificate. He will not pay. He's not
Well, but-
entitled to the child as well.
Hold on, but in the Netherlands, could a woman say that this is the father and I want him to pay child
Would
support?
be a very-
can he be legally compelled to pay child
Would be
support?
very hard because if he
Hold on.
isn't
I
on
can't
the
believe I'm Googling
papers
this.
and everything, it would be
Child
very hard.
support, Netherlands.
It's possible, but it will be hard because he didn't put his name on the paper.
The government of the Netherlands, the parent is obliged to pay child maintenance until the child turns 21.
If he acknowledged
Wow.
the child, yeah. Is he
That's older than
acknowledged
the
the child?
US.
If he doesn't
You're
acknowledge
saying-
the child, it's a different story because he isn't entitled to that child as well. So she can just say he's not the father. He will not be on the birth certificate whatsoever.
Giovanni
so
JD
he will not
donated
pay.
$200. The level of understanding on this issue is 0. When does the child establish value that it can't be killed? Now justify why you drew the line there. You can't draw a coherent line post-conception.
Well, she's saying viability. So once the baby is capable of surviving outside the womb, that's her line. But back to this, I got to, sorry, Giovanni, I do have to move it back to the child support thing. So I don't know how it is in the Netherlands. I'm not privy to that. Speaking about the U.S. system and the system in a lot of other countries. So, yeah, the man can be forced and compelled to pay child support.
That's crazy.
Even if he didn't want to. He could, here's a
So
scenario.
crazy.
A guy could have a one-night stand with a girl with she could say, I'm on birth control, boom, 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 I don't want to have a kid. She lied about it, whatever. And then she gets pregnant. He just wanted to have fun, one-night stand. He could be on the hook for 18 years of child support.
So if I get pregnant on purpose by some billionaire, for example, just because I want to have like the money and I know he's rich, I can do that and sue him in America for child support.
You can, you can try to get child.
That's
you can-
dangerous. It's dangerous to be a man.
People
You
do
see my
it.
point
People
now?
do
It's
it.
dangerous to be a man out there.
Well,
People
that's
do it to
dangerous.
athletes.
But so, I guess going back to this, so you guys kind of flip-flopped on your answer here a little bit because I was asking, do you think men should be like required to pay child support? And you guys said yes. You said yes, 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 yes.
So,
So-
I didn't understand the question. I thought you were asking generally should we default to men, like not every single man has to pay child support. Of course
Well-
like it should be debatable in court.
But it's not.
I disagree
So-
with that.
Well, hold on. Okay, so the current state of affairs in this country, in every single state in this country, if a man has a child with a woman, wanted or unwanted, doesn't matter, any single woman can go to the court, go to, depends on the state, child services, whatever it is, and she can go after him for child support. The man in no instance can say, go to the court, and his defense can never be, I don't want to pay child support. The court will be like, you're going to pay child support. So you disagree? Like, what do you mean like, that is the law. So I
Yeah.
don't know what
Oh,
debate
well,
we're supposed to have.
You asked me if I believe in that should be, and I'm saying if I made the rules, that would not be the case.
So you're saying in some cases the man should not?
Yeah, so in some cases,
Okay, so-
if the man is like super broke and can't support himself, there's no.
Let's say he's wealthy. He just
Yeah, but I'm saying there are cases where you don't have to pay child support.
no. Okay? Well, I mean, if the man's making no money, actually, well, that's not even true. If the man is not making any money, and the woman presses it enough, brings it to court, the court is going to still going to attempt to start charging him child support. He might not be able to pay it, but he's going to owe it. And if he doesn't start paying it, he's going to end up with
In California, they
interest.
cancel your license.
There's going to be interest. Yeah, you'll get your license canceled, and eventually you'll probably end up in prison or jail.
Her answer is no, basically.
I
just
disagree
said
that I think that's wrong.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You think I'm wrong about the law?
I'm not. I don't think you're wrong. I think the
you
law
think-
is.
okay, I see what you're
wouldn't
saying.
do the law if I was like a lawmaker. Like that's
Okay,
all I'm
so
saying.
you're fine, for example, then with men just not paying child support.
I think it should default to men paying child support. I think as a man, you have a right to go to court. You should have the right to go to court and say, I should not pay child support for this reason. And you should be able to escape that.
So then, bringing it back to abortion, does a woman need to go to court and give her reasons for why she wants an abortion? Or can she get an abortion for any fucking reason without any judicial oversight?
I think that that's probably the best case scenario is that you are actually looking at the situations. Because I don't think you should get an abortion for no reason.
But can a woman get an abortion for any reason?
Do I believe that should be a right?
No, I'm just asking you what is.
Oh, well, I think there are states that's legal, yeah. Abortion is
Right,
legal.
abortion rights have been limited in some states, but many states, women can get abortions for any reason. They don't need justification.
I would also say that in abortion, like, the reason to get an abortion, there can't be no reason. So, like, I would say there's, like, a better reason and a worse reason. I would say that, a worse reason is, like, you can support the child and you, like if you can support the child and you want a kid, like, eventually, and it's just not the right time. I think not the right time is kind of, like, not as good of a reason as if you were, like, essayed. There's, like, a variety of reasons you could get
I would
one.
argue most women getting abortions is just because they were irresponsible.
Why would you argue that?
The men are
Because-
irresponsible. They are
Sure,
the ones
fine.
could
The
you-
men
could
are
you-
irresponsible too.
But you opened your legs,
But
so you're
so
irresponsible
yeah,
maybe
most
well.
most abortions are just for, like, convenience. It's not.
What's the, like,
So what? Like,
Thing
if I
on
don't want
that.
it.
I wouldn't say it's used as like birth control. Like I know that's an argument, but like I would say like so what? Even if they were irresponsible, I think they should be allowed to do that.
It's our body. Like, are you a woman? You know what it's like to be a woman? You have a uterus, you have periods, you know nothing about being a woman. You're like, oh, get rid of your baby. Don't get rid of your baby. Like, who are you to make that decision? There should be no government. If I want to, I should be able to. If I'm depressed, because I'm depressed, I'm just sad. I don't want to have baby in 9 months. I should be able to.
No.
what do you
Okay,
mean?
you are
wait.
entitled to your
Nefarious
opinion, but I'm
reasons.
entitled to mine. That's just my opinion.
Wait, so I mean, no uterus, no opinion. Is that your argument?
No opinion about women's uterus.
Okay. Well, it seems to assume that men are incapable of having understanding, but I mean, the entire premise, it's
Of
basically.
women's organs, yes.
What about if you're getting an abortion and you know the gender of the baby and it's a woman?
What does that have to do with anything?
Because you're talking about women's rights, but what about that woman's right to survive that's inside of you?
I don't see it as a woman when I don't consider it life. At 9 months, whatever months, I don't know the science, is life, and I don't think I killed anybody.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, the whole, like, no uterus, no opinion, I mean, it's a logical fallacy. So, okay, neither males nor females have a monopoly on what is right or wrong, true or false. While the ramifications of the debate might have more immediate effect on a pregnant woman's body, I don't think that alone does not disqualify men from forming well-reasoned beliefs on the topic.
But they don't really
You can
have
have
to.
beliefs. That's why you can vote. It doesn't mean you can ban our rights about our body,
Well, hold
our
on.
organs.
So if-
Do you
But
know
it's not
any
your
law
body.
that bans anything related to your organs, males' organs?
Absolutely.
Like what?
Absolutely.
Well, is there any
are.
ban?
There are.
So,
Give
okay.
me one ban. Federally, federally.
So I'll give you something that is legal. So something that's legal. So circumcision.
No, I'm saying something that's banned,
circumcision.
not legal or not legal.
Yes, female genital is illegal. Male genital is widely practiced among 99% of the males
Giovanni
born in
JD
this country.
donated $200. I should be able to murder because I'm depressed. What a f***ing ghoul. If men can't have a position on abortion, then you can have no opinion on war since you don't register
And this
for
leads me
SS.
to my next bodily autonomy
agree.
argument, Giovanni.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I agree.
So, yeah, men have forced military conscription in this country.
Okay.
So that's something the government, actually, this is a bigger infringement on bodily autonomy by the government because nobody is forcing women to have sex.
Huh?
Nobody is forcing women to have sex.
Besides
I know about
sexual assault
nobody,
and
but-
stuff like that.
Okay,
Like in a-
fine. I'll just,
Literally, all the cults,
God.
all the organization, all the corruption. Jesus, open your eyes and read the news.
okay, probably 95%.
Where is that?
Stop.
Okay, sorry.
95% of abortions probably result from consensual sex. I'll just grant you that some abortions are due to incest and SA. I'll just grant it. The vast majority of abortions arise out of consensual sex. Do you agree or disagree?
I don't know the stats, but I think majority is. Yeah, I agree. Majority.
Consensual sex. Okay, so it's not wrong for me to state that. So the government is not compelling anybody to go and have consensual sex.
Yeah.
You're not compelled.
Yeah.
And most abortions are a result from consensual sex.
Yeah.
However, the government has a direct and clear path to forced military conscription, which has to do with male-only bodily autonomy, because only men in this country are forced to register for the selective service. In the event of a draft, only men can be drafted.
Going to a war is to help the society, right? You guys are fighting wars, so you're helping America to be America.
Really?
But women, when you're doing it's literally hurting our body. So it's literally not the same
And
thing.
sending a man off to war to get himself is not
You want to go to war?
harming
you can
his
go to war.
body.
You can go to war if you want to go to war. If
Yeah,
you want
but
women to
women
go to
aren't
war with men,
forced.
that's okay.
Women aren't
Men are
forced,
forced
to
to
go to
fight.
war.
Because that's different.
Men are.
There are different concepts. Going to war and
Is way
killing
worse than
yourself.
abortion.
Yeah,
Is way
you
worse
die.
than abortion.
It's
You
different, but
die.
it's a bodily
That's not
autonomy
true.
issue.
Yes,
Several
here.
100,000 young
Have you
men
ever
in
been in the
Ukraine are like
battlefield at all?
blown to
Yes.
pieces.
Yeah.
I did a military
Against
thing.
their-
It's a Dutch
Yeah,
thing.
against their will. I don't
Wait,
know.
just say, so a woman not being allowed to get an abortion is worse than war. Say it.
Wait, let me think about this.
You just said
Wait,
it.
I don't think that is okay.
Say it.
yours-
No,
No,
say
I'm
it.
not gonna say that. You're gonna make
Say
it
it.
a soundbite. Like
That's
you're just,
literally your position. Say it.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Say
they're
it.
two different situations. There's no comparison
Just
between
say
the
it,
two.
though.
What? Why am I saying?
You're
no
the one making the comparison.
I'm saying
You're
there's
like,
no-
Brian, name a way that men don't have bodily autonomy. I literally
No,
just
bodily, like body, like in your organ.
Yeah.
Your organ.
Yes,
When you go
my
to war,
body,
you know
bro.
what they shoot?
your organs.
It's different. You're not going to a hospital to get something taken out, right?
I mean, if
No,
you
you
get
go into
something put in you
battlefield and
during
get
the
your
war,
leg
yeah.
shot off. It's great.
In my opinion, it's different.
I would
Yeah, you're
love
right.
to hear your
It's
opinion on
way
transgenders, though.
You know what?
Forced military conscription is way worse
Yes.
than women's lack of abortion access in some states. 100% agree with you. Way worse.
I think men should go to war. Women should have abortion. That's my
But
opinion.
why is it,
Period.
if you are a woman, you can...
How about men are not forced and women are not forced? That would be-
Exactly, that's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, but so, okay.
Why
here's-
is it as a woman we can always say, oh no, I'm a woman. It will hurt my feelings, I cannot
about
do that.
choice
And a
for
man be
everyone?
like, I have to do this. We want, as a woman, we want a strong man who's manly. But if he gives us a compliment, if he helps, makes choices, is horrible, he's
You
a
are
horrible man.
overgeneralizing.
Can I speak? Thank you. You're great.
Roasted.
Thank you. You're amazing. Good girl. Either way, why is it always